Hello everybody, welcome to part 67 of Let's Play Pokemon White. Now I know when I ended part 66, I said that I was going to go right into the battle with the Elite Four. There are many parts where I've done this, where I said at the end of one part that I was going to do one thing, but then at the beginning of the next part I do a completely different thing, and this is no exception. There actually is one thing I forgot to pick up here in Mistralton City. And it can actually, and I guess I forgot to do this, and I actually had to look up on an online Pokemon site in order to find out this. I think I had to look on like Bulbapedia in order to find this or something, because I had no idea how to get this item otherwise. But it turns out that there was this item I missed, and you can't get it until after you defeat Skyla, which is why I couldn't get it before defeating Skyla. Herp-a-derp-derp. So it involves going to this house and talking to this boy right here. Wow, a jet badge! You won against Skyla. Okay, I'll tell you something cool. We left our treasure at the edge of the runway. But I thought Skyla's treasure was the TM that she gave me for defeating her, which is the TM for Skydrop. But actually it isn't. So the youngster said the edge of the runway. There is in fact a hidden item that we have to find there. And in order to find it, we must use our trusty dowsing Mitchin. And for those of you who don't know why I'm saying dowsing Mitchin instead of dowsing machine, okay, I guess I didn't even need to use it. Never mind, because this treasure is actually right here. I guess it just appears after talking to that boy. But this is a TM for Aerial Ace. I really wanted to pick up this item, and I had no idea how to get it. Oh, you found our treasure!
Found it! Whee!
Just kidding. We don't have a Pokemon, so we planned to hide this TM until we got one.
But that would be a waste, so here, you could use it.
We'll get another one from Skyla.
You can use it! Whee!
That girl loves to say Wii. Does she own a Wii console, like a Nintendo Wii? Okay, that was bad. That was really bad.
See you! Bye-bye!
I don't know who's talking there, the boy or the girl, so I just assumed it was the girl because I'm a girl, and girls are easier to imitate for me than boys are. But anyway, that was the thing I wanted to get, and the reason why I wanted to pick up this TM, and I might as well show this right now, because I want to teach this to a couple of my Pokemon, and Rapier is actually one of the Pokemon I want to teach it to. So really quick, as soon as I find this TM that I just got, yeah, so here's my TM for Aerial Ace, and I want to teach this to Rapier. And the reason why I'm doing this is because, I don't know, I was scheduling Rapier to learn this move, so I'll just teach this to Rapier, and after I do this, then I'll actually fly right back to Victory Road, and I will get out my team that I was going to use for defeating the Elite Four. And in order to learn Aerial Ace, I just had Rapier forget Retaliate, just because Retaliate isn't as good a move. It's kind of useful in a pinch if the Pokemon just fainted and you want to retaliate against somebody, hence why it's called Retaliate. But besides that, and I'm using Fly to fly to the Pokemon League, and actually I taught Fly to Genie, the Thundurus that I just captured in the last episode. So it's kind of interesting that Thundurus can learn Fly, but that does make sense because it flies all around all over the place and it's Fly type to boot. So I could have taught him Aerial Ace, but Fly is just more powerful. And Rapier, of course, can't learn Fly. That would make no sense, right? But anyway, now I'm going to get out a team for challenging the Elite Four, and we will challenge the Elite Four very soon. This time, I mean it. So I'm going to pause the video right now and get out my team, but hold on just a bit, and we will finally challenge the Elite Four. This is it. This is everything that we ever did, has ever lived for. That didn't even make grammatical sense. I am so excited I cannot even use correct grammar. But anyway, hold on while I get out a team for battling the Elite Four, and I won't stall anymore. Okay, this is it. First, let me explain what kind of team I have. So I just went ahead and gave everybody an item. So first in my party is Iago, and he has black glasses. And second is Ultros, and he has a spell tag, which will boost the power of his ghost attacks. Black glasses boost the power of Iago's dark attack, in this case Crunch. Rapier has a Miracle Seed, which will boost the power of its grass attacks. I have Chopper with the Rocky Helmet, which will cause the opponent to take damage if it lands a physical attack on Chopper. I have Lucian holding the Bright Powder, which will lower the foe's accuracy, and Lucian actually learned Cosmic Power while leveling up, and I know you can't see it on the bottom screen, but I just don't feel like bringing up the bottom screen, so you'll just have to take my word for it that Lucian knows Cosmic Power. And Cosmic Power is a cool move, because that'll boost Lucian's defense and special defense. Very useful move for a Sigilif to have. And Touch Me Not is holding a Rostberry, for reasons I will explain later. Raspberry is the berry that'll cure a burn. But anyway, remember how I was saying earlier that we could battle the Elite Four in any order that we want? Well, first let's talk to this guy. Once you start your challenge, you cannot leave until you win against all or lose. Do you want to go in? I'm nervous. I'm nervous. I'm scared! I'm scared. I'm so scared. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this anymore. Talk me out of it. Talk me out of it. Okay. I can't be more scared than the Cowardly Lion from The Wizard of Oz. Last night I was actually attending a sing-along for The Wizard of Oz, which was kind of fun. So I got to see the Cowardly Lion in action. But anyway, yeah, that was kind of my lame attempt at imitating his laugh. But yes, I will not be afraid. I will go in. Let's go in. Yes! Then proceed! This is it. From now on, there's no turning back. Here we go. Ah! Yep, there really is no turning back. Our gate is blocked.
Help, let me out, let me out. I want to go back. I want to go home. I want to go actually to Viva Town.
I'm kidding. So, here in the center, we have a statue. What's this statue? Words are engraved on the statue. 4 great warriors form this Pokemon League. To the southwest is the one who does not fear the ghost type. To the southeast is the one who channels the power of the fighting type. To the northwest is one who has mastered the dark type. To the northeast is one who knows the mind of the psychic type. So yes, each of the Elite Four members specializes in a certain type of Pokemon, kind of like how the gym leaders do, eh? Except they don't have any minions they have to fight before actually battling them. If you could defeat these warriors with your courage and wisdom and power, doesn't that make up the Triforce? Courage, wisdom, and power? You shall be led to the summit, where the strongest champion awaits. Yeah, kinda sounds pretty straightforward. This Pokemon League is pretty much like all the other Pokemon Leagues, right? Except for the fact that you can fight them in any order you want, rather than a specified order, like you could in the previous games. That's a pretty neat little feature, actually. But before I started this video up again, I actually contemplated which of these Elite Four members I want to battle first. And the one that I want to battle first is the one who has Ghost-type Pokemon, so let's go cream some ghosts! I feel like creaming ghosts today. Who do you call for this? Ghostbusters! But the other cool thing about each of these Elite Four rooms is that they have very awesomely themed. Look at this. Listen to this. You have this wind blowing, and you have this staircase going upward. Oh, Will-O-Wisps! Oh my gosh, Will-O-Wisps! The Will-O-Wisps are carrying me up the stairs, so it'll spare me the trouble of walking them. Oh my gosh! I guess that's to make it so that I'm not too tired to fight this Elite Four member. Oh my gosh, that Elite Four member looks creepy. There's thunder going outside, and there are Will-O-Wisps all around, and there are books? Spell books lying about? Let's see what this is all about, eh? What is that lady like? Let's talk to her. I have Iago first in my party. That's who I decided to put first in my party because he knows Crunch, and he's also holding the black glasses, so that'll strengthen his dark attacks. But let's go talk to this lady, shall we? Eyes brimming with dark flame, this man rejected everything other than himself in order to bring about one singular justice. That is part of a novel I'm writing. Ooh, the lady's a novelist? That's kind of nice. I myself actually have a couple of novels that I plan to write in the future, so this is kind of surprising. I was inspired by the Challenger who was just here, and somehow I got a little sad. The Challenger who was just here? There was a Challenger who was just here? Is that supposed to be my rival or something? You're talking about Sharon? Maybe Sharon was the one who was just here? Oh, actually, speaking of Sharon, one thing I found out recently, and I'm sorry this is just a little sidetrack, but I recently read somewhere that Sharon actually means black. I'm not sure in what language that is, but apparently Sharon means black, and Bianca, of course, means white. I knew that before, but that's kind of interesting how we have rivals who are named after black and white, when this game is black and white, so that's kind of interesting. But anyway, excuse me, you're a challenger, right? I'm the Elite Four's Ghost-type Pokemon user, Shauntal, and I shall be your opponent. Shauntal, that's kind of an interesting name. I always like how these trainers have names that just make sense with their type. Like the name Shauntal has the word haunt in it, and she uses Ghost-type Pokemon, get it? Well, yeah. But let's battle her. And this is music we've never heard before. And appropriately, just like a novelist, she's holding a pen and wearing glasses, right? And that is a weird hairdo. Is that a hairdo? That black thing? I don't know. But anyway, she's sending out a Cofagrigus, which is the Pokemon I hoped that she wouldn't send out first, because Cofagrigus is really high defenses and everything. And it probably knows Will-O-Wisp, so I probably should have given Iago the Frost-berry rather than Touch-Me-Not. But no matter, if Iago can't handle this, then I could always have him, like, U-turn out of something, if anything. He does know U-turn, and if nothing else. But I'm going to hopefully prevent that all from happening by using Crunch straight away. Come on, Iago. Come on, Iago. Well, your attack power, okay, I guess. Well, you lowered Cofagrigus' defense, and your defeatist ability turned into Mummy. Hey, you got rid of your defeatist ability, that's nice. So if you go to less than half HP, then yeah, you're under half HP, but because your ability is no longer defeatist, and that is actually to your advantage. Oh my gosh, this worked out a lot better than I expected. Iago can just KO that Cofagrigus on the next turn, and he won't even get the attack lowering from the defeatist ability because he no longer has defeatist, he has Mummy. This is awesome. Wow, the Wumby ability worked to Iago's advantage. But here's a Jellicent, and will I keep battling or not? I have the weird feeling that I should switch Pokemon just because... Yeah, I have the weird feeling that I should switch Pokemon. In fact, I prepared a Pokemon just to battle that Jellicent. And I'm probably going to use a healing item on Iago later, so I'm going to switch to Touch Me Not for this. This is precisely why I had Touch Me Not hold the Frostberry, because I can bet almost anything that Jellicent will know Will-O-Wisp. And if that Jellicent is allowed to use Will-O-Wisp, then that'll totally screw Touch Me Not's plan up. So I'm going to start off with using Curse. Oh no, it's starting off with Surf, which is the attack that I would have used against Iago, so I guess that's a good thing. That Jellicent didn't go up against Iago. So it looks like all these Pokemon are gonna be level 48. That's what it's looking like so far. So it's a pretty good thing that I got all my Pokemon to level 50. Oh, why not? I'll use Curse one more time, and that Jellicent is just gonna use Surf one more time. Well, gee. I was actually looking to see if I have a Leftovers in my bag. The Leftovers is an item that will slowly restore a Pokemon's HP. Yeah, I'm surprised that this Jellicent is not using Will-O-Wisp. Either she isn't bothering to use it, or she just doesn't know it. That's kind of weird. I thought all the Jellicents were supposed to know Will-O-Wisp, but I guess Shauntal is just dumb. She doesn't think to teach her Jellicent Will-O-Wisp, which is like the best move it can have, according to the rules of competitive battling anyway. And this is not a competitive battle, so why am I even saying that? And hey, Touch Me Not was able to one-hit KO Jellicent. That's nice. Yeah, I bet Touch Me Not can pretty much sweep Shauntal's entire team, right? Unless her Pokemon's a Chandelure. Yeah, I should probably switch after this, because there's no way Touch Me Not will be able to withstand a fire attack. In fact, I'm going to switch to... Who am I going to switch to? Well, I could switch back to Iago, but Iago is less than half HP, and he no longer has the Mummy ability, so I'm going to switch to Ultros instead. Actually, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to... Oh, gee, what am I going to do? Well, gee, I don't know. Well, I'm going to send out Chopper for the time being, because I don't think Chopper is going to otherwise participate in this battle. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to use a healing item on Iago. That's what I'm going to do. I have a lot of healing items in my storage anyway, so I'm not too worried about this. So I'm going to use a healing item on Iago, and we have a Soda Pop. I guess I'll use that. Actually, do I have a Lemonade? Let me see if I have a Lemonade. I think I have a Lemonade. Yeah, I have 5 Lemonades. I'm going to use one of them on Iago. And that Chandelure is using Shadow Ball. Now, I could just switch to Iago after this, but I don't know if I'm going to do that. And Chopper's special defense lowered. Yeah, I'm probably going to have to switch back to Iago after this battle. But anyway, one attack that I also taught Chopper was Shadow Claw, so maybe if I'm lucky, Chopper could actually one-hit KO this Chandelure. Let's see if he can. Okay, I guess I was wrong. I guess all of Shauntal's Pokemon are not level 48, because this one's level 50. And Chopper faded. Yeah, I kind of expected him to do that. And I didn't expect Chandelure to be faster than Chopper, but Iago will definitely be faster than Chandelure, I know. So this is at least good. So let's have Iago hopefully one-hit KO that Chandelure with, I don't know what, I think Rock Slide will do more damage just because he gets the same type attack bonus from it. And that Rock Slide hit, and will it one-hit KO Chandelure? Almost. But Chandelure flinched. That's actually good. Now we can KO that Chandelure with Crunch, and Shauntal's using a full restore. Well, maybe we could get into like a 2-hit KO with Crunch or something. Unless that Chandelure's Flame Body ability activates or something. No, that was a critical hit. Okay, now that Chandelure had the Flame Body ability activate, but at least the Chandelure faded, so I can switch out. I guess. Oh gee, maybe I healed Iago for nothing or something. So now he's using Golurk, and Golurk is a ground and ghost type Pokemon, so I'm going to use Rapier actually. Because Golurk is ground and ghost type, and let's see how Rapier does against that Golurk. I don't know. So I don't think we've ever actually seen a Golurk before, and Golurk is very heavy, as you probably see. So this is apparently Shauntal's last Pokemon, but I am going to use Giga Drain on it, but first I'm going to use Work Up, just to see what kind of attack that Golurk is going to use, unless that attack is going to one-hit KO Rapier or something. I hope it's not going to do that. It's going to use Shadow Punch. And I think Golurk has the Iron Fist ability, which will power up all his crunching moves, and oh my gosh, Rapier almost fainted. Let's use Giga Drain straight away. And hope that this will be a one-hit KO. It is a one-hit KO! Hooray for Rapier! Hooray for my super strong Rapier! So I'm gonna have to use quite a few healing items on my Pokemon after this battle, but yay! We defeated Shauntal! We didn't delete Shauntal, we defeated her. And I am not bothering to read what Shauntal says for some strange reason. Let's see what she says now.
Sorry, first I must apologize to my Pokemon. I'm really sorry you had a bad experience because of me.
Aww, Shauntal's apologizing to her Pokemon because they behave poorly. Well, I guess that's better than a trainer punishing their Pokemon for behaving poorly, like I bet some people in Team Plasma do. Oh, it's not your fault. This is how battles always are. Even in the light of that, I'm still one of the Elite Four, even though you beat me and all. But anyway, here's a war paddle, so they do not to get carried away by the creepy Will-O-Wisp skein. So now I'm going to heal my Pokemon, and we are at 16 minutes. Will I have time to show another Elite Four battle? Actually, I think I'll pause the video right now and heal my Pokemon really quick, and then we'll get into the next Elite Four member. Okay, I just used a few healing items on my Pokemon. I didn't get everybody to full HP, but hey, I cured Iago's burn, revived Chopper, and yeah. And also cured everybody who was low on HP. So the next Elite Four member I'm going to challenge is somebody who uses Psychic-type Pokemon, and did I just see a shooting star fall in the air and create a ripple in the air? That is kind of weird. But if this is the Elite Four member who's using Psychic-type Pokemon, then I guess it's to be expected, and oh my gosh! The Psychic-type Elite Four member is using Telekinesis on me, lifting me up around that convenient path, and what is that, a bed? That kind of looks like one of those fancy beds, right? And the Elite Four member's sleeping. What the hell? And she just kind of woke up. That is weird. This is like the weirdest Elite Four member ever, because this is an Elite Four member who just sleeps all the time apparently, and then like detects psychically when a challenger enters, wakes up and challenges them, and is perfectly fine challenging them. But hey, at least her room is pretty. Look at all those stars in the background. Anyway, enough talking, let's battling, because I know we're kind of low on time. And I still have Iago first in my party, because Iago's Crunch will be really useful against Psychic-type Pokemon. So let's see who this Elite Four member is. Who are you? How impudent you are to disturb my slumber. You appear to possess a combination of strength and kindness. Very well. Make your best effort to not bore me with a yawn-inducing battle. Clear? Are we clear? Okay, weird nurse girl who is yawning in the middle of a battle? So, this is Caitlin, and she has heart shapes at the end of her hair, and she is sending out something out of a weird biology experiment known as Reuniclus, aka the evolution of Duosion and the fully evolved form of Solosis. So, okay, she's sending out Reuniclus first. Now, on my last playthrough of this game, I actually had a Reuniclus in my party when I challenged the Elite Four, and I actually did send it out first, so it was Reuniclus versus Reuniclus. But here I am, Iago, so I'm gonna use this trusty Crunch, and hopefully that'll one-hit KO Reuniclus. Let's see if it does. Reuniclus has kinda high defenses, but not as high defenses as I thought, or maybe that was just lucky because it was a critical hit and all. I don't know what happens. But here's a Sigilif. Will I switch Pokemon or will I keep battling? I think I'll keep battling, just for good measure. Especially since Sigilif is flying type, so I can have Iago use Rock Slide rather than Crunch, and that'll do more damage due to the same type attack bonus. Will this be a one-hit KO? Yeah, well gee, this might be an easier battle than I thought if Iago's just gonna whip Caitlin's entire team. So who do we have next? Gothitelle! Yeah, I'm gonna keep battling. Gothitelle has a very interesting cry, and it frisked Iago in front of black glasses. That is one of Gothitelle's abilities, derp. I'm just gonna battle, I guess. Gothitelle is the evolved form of Gotharita, fully evolved form of Gothita, blah 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 blah, crunch time. Yeah, literally crunch time. Crunch time is, I think, a euphemism for something else, but this is literally crunch time, as in time to use Crunch. And that Gothitelle's using Calm Mind, but I'm not worried because Iago uses only physical attacks. I get the feeling a wonderful time is about to start. It's about to start. I'm excited. I completely screwed that up. I just don't talk right while I'm doing a Let's Play, right? Yeah, this looks like it'll probably be like the easiest battle of the entire Elite Four. I actually anticipate somebody else being even easier than Caitlin, but I didn't expect Iago to sweep this entire team. And here's Musharna. Will I keep battling? I don't know. Maybe for good measure, I'll just switch to Touch Me Not instead. It seems like all I'm using in these battles is either Iago or Touch Me Not for the most part. I haven't even used most of my Pokemon yet, except I think I used Rapier once, but that was about it. So here's Musharna, and I don't know if that's her last Pokemon or not. I think I wasn't really paying attention to how many Pokemon she had, but I'm gonna use Curse first. And Musharna's starting off with Psychic, like I kind of expected it to, and didn't do a lot of damage at all. Yeah, that was a wimpy amount of damage that Musharna did, because Touch Me Not is like a tank for both physical and special attacks. Mostly physical attacks, but special attacks as well, I guess. So let's use, I don't know, let's use Curse again. Are you just gonna spam Psychic, or are you gonna use something more interesting like Hypnosis and Dream Eater? That dreaded combo. If I had Madama still in my party and I got her to a really high level, I would have been able to evolve her to Musharna and put the Yawn and Dream Eater combo to use actually. But let's see if Musharna will use anything other than Psychic. Reflect. That is kind of not good. I'll have to use a special attacker from now on. Maybe later I'll switch to Ultros or something. I don't know. Yeah, that did only like half damage. But whatever, I think this next payback will take care of it anyway. And of course you've used like 3 psychic attacks so far, and Touch Me Not is not even at half HP. Yeah, this will KO the Musharna. And if that Reflect had not been there, that would have been a 1-hit KO, but whatever, Touch Me Not goes to level 51, so that's all I care about, right? And I know we're kind of overtime right now, but we just defeated Caitlin, conveniently. So, in the next part of Let's Play Pokemon White, we will take on the other half of the Elite Four. And I did not read what Caitlin just said, but it wasn't anything important from what I could tell, so let's teleport out of this bedroom, and I'll see you later in part 68 of Let's Play Pokemon White, in which we will challenge the remaining Elite Four members. One who uses Dark-type Pokemon, and one who uses Fighting-type Pokemon. Probably in that order, but I haven't finalized anything yet, so stay tuned.